Went
No,
live.
we're live, but we're off topic.
We are off topic because we're
We had
experiencing.
some guests that we were supposed to have on. Not really hearing back from them, so
I'm
we
still
were
trying to
going.
get them, but I don't think it's happening.
I said because it's past my bedtime to not do a cast, and
You
Nathan
can't
said,
tell people that's past your bedtime. You have no bedtime because you're cool. Okay,
and Nathan
Losers
Nathan
have
said,
bedtimes.
that's all right. I'll be a loser. Nathan
Don't be
said
a loser.
that. Well, we're here. We might as well cast. So here we
Yeah, let's
are,
go. Let's do it.
winging it. No scheduled topics, no nothing. So
Mm-mm.
here we go, Joe.
Here we go, Joe. Abu Dhabi.
But what we are going to have the guest for is hopefully, and if not, me and Nathan will just do our thing. The post fight of Connor and Mr. Money Mayweather. So
he was Money Mayweather this time, right? He was the heel,
yeah,
right? That's how that
yeah.
goes.
Well, so we were sitting here and we were trying to figure out topics really quick just to get a cast in and say hello to everybody. And then I just said, fuck it. I'm going to talk about what I watched and hit the button to start going live. So here we are.
What'd you watch?
What I watched 21 Days. 21 Days is a paranormal activity ripoff, I guess you would call it. It's about a house that no one's lasted 21 days in.
Pretty cool.
People have gotten to 20. So they go and board themselves in because this network picks it up. So they're going to record everything inside and they can't escape. Everything's boarded up.
Hold on a second. Is this in 2014? I'm trying to look it up.
I'm not sure when it came out. I just saw.
You know anyone that's in it, or what's the name of the main actor and actress? Their character name.
Filmmakers embark on it. Yeah, 2014.
Okay, 21 Days, 2014 was. Let's see here. So this is one of those paranormal challenges. Is it found footage? Is my first question.
Yes, my favorite genre of movie.
Favorite. Does it beat Paranormal Activities? Any of them?
See, my problem with Paranormal Activity, and this is spoilers if you haven't seen any Paranormal Activity, not 21 Days, is that it's like it's cool. It has the what was the movie? It was a Conjuring or Insidious. Insidious was the one where it's like this amazing paranormal movie, and then at the end there's a guy clawing his fingers on a thing, right?
Yeah,
or sharpening his nails.
Yeah,
I hated that. I thought that was fucking stupid.
Insidious, like 1 and 2 is a brilliant combo for each other because they get to show you the other side of what happened in the second movie. So the second movie actually elevates the entire story, and then the third part of Insidious, I think, was a throwback to show a character like a prequel. And the Insidious series were good. Don't confuse that with Sinister, though. Okay.
No, Insidious.
Okay.
But no, there was super great movie, and then at the end of it, you know, the father goes back and he's looking for his kid.
Okay.
Like a demon. And he's like, smiling, sharpening his nail. I'm like, oh my god, this is where we're going, and I like it. Like, I like Insidious. I'll still watch them. I think they're one of the more well-produced movies, horror movies that come out. But that should
they just announced Insidious: The Last Key. That's going to be in 2018. That's going to be like a chapter 4.
I'll watch it. I mean, like I said, I enjoy all of them. I just hate that. I hate that part where they go through the thing and there's all dumb shit through it. But so what I'm trying to get at is that with Paranormal Activity, you asked me if it was better. It's better in the sense of being a Paranormal Activity movie.
Okay.
Not there's witches at the end, and like it's more of that actual creepiness of that a movie should be, that I like. You know, when I go in and the door creaks open, that's what I like to see. I don't need to see this big Michael Bay things going on just to do it.
I'll definitely stick up for Insidious in any of those movies. I wouldn't compare them to found footage, though. They're kind of a different type of story.
I'm just saying that part where like the movie's great for 80% or 85%.
Okay.
And then at the end, they just take weird turns that like there's a bunch of witches in this house, or this weird thing is sharpening its nails, and I'm like, what is this?
What do you think about the one that started all, the Blair Witch Project, or its revival, in comparison to what they ended up trying to do with Paranormal Activity?
I love both.
Okay.
I love the original. I rewatched the original Blair Witch Project when I watched the original Blair Witch Project when the new one got released, and I loved it. I mean, that was I love found footage. My brother says it the best. He says, "Oh, I need you to see this movie." Well, what kind of movie is? Oh, well, it's found footage. Oh, Joel will love it. Joel automatically loves it.
Oh yeah.
So,
did Joel like VHS, which I just couldn't really get through?
certain stories, yeah,
Okay.
certain stories are really cool for me. But one of the best found footage movies I've seen in the recent past is getting a sequel. Um, did you ever see? Did you ever see The League on FX? That comedy
Mm-mm.
series. Well, Mark Duplass is a character in it, and he's also a writer. And apparently, he's a horror buff
Okay.
because of some sort. Because he wrote this movie that's on Netflix called Creep. It's a
Okay.
found footage movie, and it was one of my favorite movies of last year. It was so good. But Creep 2 got announced for this year in October. Um, and Mark is doing a lot of work with horror. He did Creep. He's doing Creep 2, and currently he's the main guy with his brother on Room 104, which is
Okay.
a show on HBO, which I'm also caught up with, which is hit and miss for me, but overall always fun,
Okay.
always something good to watch, always worth watching, especially in this shitty age where you have Supernatural that's on for 12 seasons for an hour each. And if I ever wanted to watch
An
it,
hour. It's not an hour. It's like 42 minutes. They have commercials.
it's. I was talking to my buddy today. Hold on, let me finish Room 104. Room
Okay.
104 is like 22, 24, 26 minutes a
Okay.
show. So it's like you sit down and it's great. It's the same reason we were talking about before about watching Death Note. Why it's like awesome to just burn through them at 22 minutes. It's not doesn't feel like you're doing work. But anyway, my buddy texted me and he said, "How is Room 104? I haven't watched it. I've been watching Supernatural." I go, "Why are you watching that shitty show?" So then he sends me a screen cap of Rotten Tomatoes, and Supernatural is still sitting pretty at a 94% or something.
Dude,
And
that
he
show's
goes,
going nowhere. It's going nowhere at all.
and he's like, verified, not shitty. And I go, listen, man, what fucking story are you telling someone for 288 hours?
A long story about hunting demons and the Winchester. The boy.
288
Boys are
hours.
back. They never left.
288 hours of this shit. Are you kidding me?
I started it as a whatever, and I calculated how many months it would take me to catch up to the current season, which back then was like season 7 or maybe roll on the 8. And before I knew it, I was around to watch 8, 9, and 10 live. We thought 10 was going to be it. This is it. They're going to cancel it. CW is not going to keep this train rolling, although it's like their most popular show. And before I knew it, like season 11 approved, season 12 approved. And I'm just like, all right, keep it coming. So like they have a long story. They have their two main characters who have practically aged more than 10 years since they got their role. And like they just keep moving the story forward. And when it would start to get a little bored, they'd add another faction or another villain. And before you knew it, they had to revisit a couple different characters or things, and it's still a fun show to watch. And it's one of those shows that you're going to sit back, watch, and you don't have to pay tons of attention to it. It's not going to like you're not going to be, oh my god, I'm watching this movie called Primer. It's about it's about a person that creates this machine that can move through time. And if you start to like miss stuff during this movie, you're gonna lose out and miss out on being able to get a really, really good story from it. But sometimes you don't want to have to do that. So you throw in Supernatural, you got 42 minutes of when you're not watching a commercial, or if you can DVR it. It's a fun show to watch. It's kind of like, for me, I guess, a guilty pleasure. Now, I'm not current on the season it's on, but I'll be able to. I can understand where this person's coming from, and it's not the horror that you're talking about that you look for. It's just supernatural events that happen around these two guys that basically have a goal. And can they get to that goal? We don't know, because they do have a lot of setbacks, whole bunch.
Yeah. Moving on with that, definitely watch Room 104. I recommend it, and it's easy peasy to watch. Plus, James Van Der Beek's in it. Which, why wouldn't you want to watch more James Van Der Beek?
I don't think I even know who that is. not right. Oh, Dawson's Creek.
And then I also watched. Did I watch another one before that? Though.
I'm gonna do a real quick exercise with you. Ready?
Oh, I watched Killing Ground. Another bomb movie. Killing Ground.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, there's Creep 2014. I'm looking through like just the list.
2014. Where the fuck was I?
All right, get ready. We're gonna do yay or nay Cloverfield.
One of my favorite monster movie of all time.
Yay or nay The Last Exorcism.
Is that the one where the ending you had to look up?
I don't know. I never watched it. These are more of the popular found footage like movies.
Yeah, there's one where you had to look up the ending. It didn't give you one, and I wanted to punch the screen. But
this comes number one on a lot of lists. Cannibal Holocaust, 1980.
Here. I'll do you one better.
How about the one I did see, Quarantine?
Yes. Record's better.
What's better? Record?
REC, yeah.
I did. Is it in brackets? Because I think.
Yeah.
Creeps over here. The Sacrament was probably supposed to be good. I never saw that. The
Sacrament is amazing.
Really? Oh, they made Record too. You're right.
Yeah. I mean, Quarantine.
Afflicted. Did you see Afflicted? That one shows up on these lists.
I didn't watch it. The Poughkeepsie Tapes is one of the scariest movies you'll ever see.
No way.
Lake Mungo is fucking insane. Nori the Curse is fucking nuts. Creep is nuts. As Above, So Below. Unfriended is not gonna win any Oscars.
Oh, Unfriended. I remember
it's just a fun movie.
This is the one where they're all trying to talk to each other. Oh wait, I'm gonna stay on Unfriended because I saw the trailer for that. And I'm like, who's gonna watch this?
Like,
but it does become fun. What about this Grave Encounters? They made two of them, I think, maybe even
Grave
more.
Encounters is awesome. It's Ghost Adventures, or Ghost Hunters, just done with fucked up shit here.
Okay.
Willow Creek. Oh my god.
I've even seen that one. Yeah, that was good.
Willow Creek is fucking awesome.
As Above, So Below. That one usually comes up and has the Paris upside down. All right.
The Den was awesome.
That one that was on this list that I'm looking at over here. The Den.
All the Paranormal Activities.
There's Record. Okay, I see it right now. REC. VHS and VHS 2 both showed up on the. Well, how do they rank? am I not giving them like their due credit or something?
I don't know.
Troll Hunter doesn't even look like it. What is Troll Hunter?
Troll Hunter is like more of a comedy. Like, it's not a comedy, but like
it's hilarious. It's like
they're literally literally. Dude, that's like Joe Rogan's like favorite movie.
What was Troll Hunter?
Yeah, he loves it.
Here we go, Joe.
Dude, The Sacrament. You know what that's about, right? That's Eli Roth. That was about the.
Is that a cult?
It's about the. I mean, it's not directly related, but it's directly related. Jim Jones. Is that the guy that had everyone kill themselves?
Yeah, a cult. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
He's like a dangerous fanatic who had an iron grip on his followers. Yeah,
even if you're familiar with the events of the Jonestown Massacre, seeing it played out as vividly on screen and as in this thinly veiled recreation highlights the dramatic, larger-than-life nature of the tragedy. It's an atmospheric film whose ominous score and straightforward plot channel the growing sense of dread.
If there's supposed to be let's say there's supposed to be a really good year for like liquor or a wine, like 2014 was a great year for these found footage. Like,
dude, 2015, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong with The Visit.
Oh, it was good though. Did you see it?
Yeah, man. Dude,
did you like it?
Talking to. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, found footage king right here.
Yeah, you had to like shamalama ding dong doing the found footage. He did a good job. He did a good job.
Yo, apparently he lives close to us.
He lives in Philadelphia. He does everything in Philly. He films everything in Philly. Yeah.
All right. Because
Like all of his films,
they're in like Reading, and they're like, I could get M. Night on the podcast.
get him on the podcast. Get him over here. I got some questions for him. I want to know why it was such an amazing job that he did on the last movie, and he related to it on purpose to one of his earlier movies. So he didn't have the twist where he'd be like, "Oh, what's this big reveal?" And the whole movie had you thinking about it, and then finally, he just connected it to an earlier movie. And I'm not saying anything, so like in case anyone didn't see, what movie was that? I'm trying to remember its name now.
Split. We did a podcast.
Split. Oh yeah, that was great. Split was very, very good. And just when we thought that like he was going to be in trouble, what did he do first? The Split just came out last for him. When in comparison did his found footage come out?
2015.
Gotcha. Okay.
Another movie I saw was The Killing Ground, or just Killing Ground, not The Killing Ground. Killing Ground from 2016. A couple's camping trip turns into a frightening ordeal when they stumble across the scene of a horrific crime. What happens is these it's told side by side, same villains. But when I started watching it, this couple goes and there's a tent there and they're like, "Oh, I wonder why they're not in their tent. I wonder why they left. Maybe we'll have neighbors and me, no." And then like it switches over. It switches over and they're in their tent. And I'm like, "Well, they're fucking right there. Like, why can't?" And then like 15 minutes into the movie, I realized that because it showed the villain meeting up with the current people, and then it shows the villain meeting up with the first people that weren't in the tent, the people that owned the tent. And I'm like, what is going on? Why are two people here? What is going on? Did he leave?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Then I realized that they were showing you what happened to that first couple while what's happening to the current couple. And it was awesome. It was awesome.
I'm going to take our found footage conversation and take it into a strange other direction. Found footage is cool, especially for you, right?
No, everybody hates found footage except for me.
Everyone hates it. They really do. I don't know if I liked it until I saw M. Night do a really good job of it.
Best music genre of all time, nu metal. Best genre of movies, found footage.
Found footage? No way.
What is so hard about this?
It's easy to make. It doesn't cost much. Chronicle. Tell me about Chronicle as found footage. Where like people just get powers, and I'm just like I ended up watching it.
Well, no, this guy got powers. This kid.
It wasn't as bad. Well, he had the stronger of them, didn't he? Didn't all four of them get something? But he was just better at it.
Am I thinking of the right movie?
Chronicle 2012, IMDb. Yeah. Let me see here. Let's see here. Attending a party, 3 high school friends gain superpowers after making an incredible discovery underground. Soon, though, they find their lives spinning out of control and their bond tested as they embrace their darker sides.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good movie.
Okay, so you don't mind that your found footage doesn't have to have a tie-in to necessarily horror or like something else that's like horror supernatural. This is just kind of like people find powers and then they have powers. It doesn't make any sense. Okay, related to that, Almanac. I don't know if I saw this one. Let's look it up really quick. Because I saw the trailer for Almanac, and I'm like, what's the difference between Almanac and Chronicle?
Taking Deborah Logan, that's another good one. God damn, man.
A group of teens discover secret plans of a time machine and construct one. They make a time machine. However, things start to get out of control. We should watch that on Sunday.
Nah, man, I gotta finish Death Note. I gotta start working on Game of Thrones. I'm actually excited.
You're back. What season were you on when you stopped?
3.
Okay. So
I go, this show sucks.
What was happening? Sucks. What was happening in 3 that made you say it sucks and stop?
Nothing. I just in all honesty, I'm not saying it sucks. In all honesty,
you probably just ran out of time to watch it.
I'm a movie guy.
Oh.
So when I get distracted with movie, like I have one day that I watch TV, and it's Sunday.
Okay.
So
is that the same day that you eat ice cream only?
I bought 2 this week, dude.
Where'd you get them from?
Well, I went to Redner's. I'm on
Okay.
a journey. I eat Halo Top ice cream. It's
Okay.
anywhere from like 250 to like 360 calories a pint.
Okay.
Plus it's delicious.
Yeah.
So I go to
So wait, plausibly, if you had at a portion and then you have the whole pint, it would be like 90 calories, right?
yeah.
You showed me this stuff. I saw this stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Continue.
so they on their Instagram, I follow them on Instagram and Twitter.
Huh.
They they announced that they have pumpkin pie, and I'm pumpkin anything. I'm pumpkin
Wait,
pie.
pumpkin pie, the ice cream?
Yeah, pumpkin pie
Right.
ice cream. So I'm pumpkin pie, pumpkin beer, pumpkin pie ice cream, whatever. I'm down.
So
So
you're trying to say that if there's pumpkin in something, it's for you.
yeah, I love it.
What about pumpkin vape? You didn't mess with that?
I've wanted one ever since I started vaping in 2011.
So you're not worried about getting like all kinds of pumpkined out with the
Oh,
pumpkin beers and the
it
pumpkin
only
pie?
happens 1 month.
Okay, what, November?
October.
Okay. Okay. I don't know. I don't, I
Oh,
stay
pumpkin pie like Thanksgiving. No, fuck that.
I usually stay away from pumpkin pie. I'm not into pumpkin pie.
Well, they put out one, so I'm on the mission for it. 2 weeks ago, I went to Price Chopper in Exeter. They didn't have it. This week, I went to
How do you know where it might be? Or you're just waiting for it to be released?
I went to the store by me. Their selection blows.
Uh-oh.
So I went up to Walmart, where their selection is amazing. But
Of
pumpkin
what?
pie
Of
was
ice
out there.
cream?
Yeah, dude, they have the cookies and cream, cookie dough, vanilla bean. They have, which I got, red velvet and s'mores. I got both of those. And I ate them like a fat pig that I am.
S'mores, what are you doing? You
They
had me at red velvet, okay? But there's they had s'mores. I gotta get it.
Yeah. Why do they make pistachio ice cream?
I had it before. It's good. But I am a fan of like
Does it
pistachios.
taste like pistachios?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's still ice cream, but
Right.
it's good. Trust me.
Like pistachios are salty.
Do you like pistachios?
Oh, I love them. Yeah.
Then you're gonna like pistachio ice cream a lot.
Yeah. And they have chocolate almond crunch, oatmeal cookie. Dude, the list goes on, man.
I think we should let ice cream just dominate this episode. The ice cream episode.
Dude,
we'll call it the ice cream man. We won't even give it a number on the episode.
It's Sunday. I sit down, I watch horror movies, and I eat ice cream and noodles.
I want you to prepare yourself.
First.
I want you to prepare yourself. Are you sitting down? I can see you. You are sitting down.
Yeah, I got chairs back there too if I need them.
I went to my dogs. I went to an ice cream place to get ice cream, and to make the healthy choice, I got Dole Whip. Okay. Dole Whip was pretty much made by Dole, the company, and Disney to be a healthy alternative to ice cream. And I tried, I think, the pineapple, and I might have had the orange one on a different occasion. And basically, later on, figured out Dole Whip is just going to be chock full of sugar. It tastes good, but it's just much more sugar than your traditional ice cream, which has fat and saturated fat. So yeah. Nobody wins.
And Halo Top's a great source of protein and fiber.
What's that?
Halo Top.
Oh, yeah. Well, you'll get the protein from the milk. Absolutely.
It's got like 40 grams of protein or something shit in the pint.
More than you're going to be able to process, right?
Dude, it's awesome. It's so good.
What's it called again?
Halo Top.
Halo Top.
Yeah. So lastly, because once again, it's past my bedtime.
We're a little long. We're not bad for time, though.
The best movie that I saw this weekend was one from, I think, once again, last year, but I'm probably fucking that up just like I did with Creep. Is a movie called Goodnight Mommy. I've wanted to watch this for a very long time.
Good night, Mimi.
And I never got the chance. It's about Austrian. I think it's Austrian.
Love you, Mommy.
Austrian film. Does that make sense? Can I say Austrian film?
Sure. Hold on, I'm looking up Annabelle 2 because that's the one I saw.
But
it's not called that.
And it's about a mom that comes home from reconstructive surgery. And all you can see really is her eyes, nose, and a little bit of her nose and her lips. And things start going on in the house. And there's two twins. And the twins start thinking that their mother, this person isn't their mother. And some shit goes on, some messed up stuff. She comes home and she's ignoring the one son, and she's hitting the other. She's favoring one, and then she's hitting the same one while ignoring one, and like putting this kid off, and it's just sad, and then it's horror, and then it's just. But by the end, dude, it's one of those movies, and this always makes me happy when I gotta go look up an explanation.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Ending explanation, and it always makes me happy. Explain this more to me, because I'm intrigued as fuck.
I like an ending that you'd have to be able to go look into, but I also like watching a movie that, like, if you do put that type of like time and intensity into it, where you can find the multiple meanings out of it, not nonsensical or left up to the viewer as a parking lot topic. That really works for me. But I found myself in the theaters after vowing that I want to go back after seeing the last two movies I saw, which I thought were terrible, was the one you were talking about, It Comes at Night, awful, and I saw The Beguiled, awful. I saw Annabelle Creation, which is the second Annabelle. It's two more movies that are going to be related to The Conjuring. 12 years after the tragic death of their little girl, a doll maker and his wife welcome a nun and several girls from into an orphanage, their home, where they soon become the target of the doll maker's possessed creation, Annabelle. Annabelle was so much better than, like, Annabelle Creation, and otherwise Annabelle 2 was so much better than the first one that it was ridiculous. It like elevated where they were going with this type of story. And the only time I ever saw that happen before or more recent was the second Ouija, because the first Ouija was like, this is okay, but the second one was like, oh wow, this is like a marked improvement. It was really, really good.
That's on my list to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like when I had the conversation with you, you're like, Ouija sucked, and I'm like, well, that this is true. But if you sleep on Ouija too, you'll be disappointed. And I think they might have shared maybe a director or something like that. But I know this David F. Sandberg did a great job on Annabelle Creation. And I think that if they're going to keep putting out these different chapters of The Conjuring, which I've already liked because 1 and 2 were excellent, I'm going to be looking forward to watching all this type of stuff, because they're improving stuff when they see room for improvement. And I think that's a very good way to go about continuing this line of movies, which already has so much potential. So check it out.
Yeah, man. I definitely want to check that out. I left, and now you have to understand, I love the equivalent to hard junk food. I love anything and everything. I watched Kathy's Curse, which you have to watch with me.
Okay. Sure.
It's like up there with Troll 2 is the worst movie ever made.
Still gotta watch. We'll finish Death Note, and then we'll talk about Kathy's Curse, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
Troll 2. You mean Nilbog? The name of the.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And I'll watch the equivalent of hard junk food and love it. Okay. I walked away from Annabelle 1. Me and Michelle were watching it on the couch. She finished it.
I watched the whole thing, And
I walked away. I go, this movie sucks, and it did.
I had high expectations for it.
I did. Poltergeist remake too. That sucked as
well. Oh wow, I seen that in the theaters too. I was so psyched. I mean, how could you go wrong with Poltergeist? It was a childhood memory of mine that was like terrifying and like an awesome memory at the same time. And I saw the remake, I'm like, still kind of good, right? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's bad.
No. So, anything else?
No, that's it. We're good on time. This would be a good time to call it, and we'll just meet back up tomorrow.
All right. We're going to do, hopefully, Mayweather-McGregor post-fight discussion. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoyed this random-ass episode of the B Plus podcast. And as always, hit subscribe if you want to stay up to date with everything that we're doing.
Yes. Subscribe.
And we're also, the audio portions are on Anchor, iTunes, Google Play, and Pocket Cast for Android. So, check it out, and we will see you next time.
I love you, mommy. I love you.